Put some water in there. Boil these up for a couple of minutes. And they'll be ready for the pie. So these have been boiling for 3 minutes. I'd say they're about done. I'm just going to rinse them. Get them under cold water so that they don't keep cooking. And then I'm going to get the carrots in there. Here's my ingredients for my turkey pot pie. We're going to start. There's 4 cups of turkey that I'll dice up. Some mushrooms, which you don't have to use mushrooms, but we really like mushrooms, so we do. There's some carrots. I had those in the fridge. No sense in buying more. I'll chop them up and I'll par cook those. There's 2 cooking onions that I'll dice up. 2 sticks of celery, which I'll dice. 3 tablespoons of flour. 1 tablespoon of poultry seasoning. A teaspoon of pepper. A teaspoon of garlic powder and onion powder. Half a teaspoon of thyme. 2 cups of chicken broth. 1/3 of a cup of butter. 1 cup of cream. That's 3 small potatoes that I diced up and par cooked. 2 cups of frozen peas. Time to par cook my carrots. It's gonna be delicious. That's what you do with leftover turkey. So now that my potatoes are par cooked, I am going to get onto my carrots. I'm just gonna chop them in just little pieces. I know I haven't set the board up very well to do this, but I'm just gonna get these all chopped up small and then get them on to boil, and then I will get the turkey cut up and I will get the mushrooms cut up, the onion, celery, and then we'll get this all going together. Get these into the pot, get them parboiling. As you can see, they're not uniform. I like to make it rustic so that it definitely looks like it's homemade. And I don't know. Sometimes when things look better, they taste better. There we go. That's how many carrots I have. So I'd probably say a cup. Yeah, that's about a cup of cut up carrots. You can use frozen peas and carrots instead of just using the frozen peas. But this is what I had in the house and I didn't want to have to shop for it. Put water in there and turn it on and get it boiling. Just gonna roughly chop these, kind of like the carrots. No uniform. I always tend to wear gloves. It's not often you'll find me in the kitchen without gloves. I give a lot of my food that I make away. So if I knew someone was cooking for me and they wore gloves, it would feel so much better. I get these finished up, get onto the onions and celery. Then I will chop up my turkey because my turkey is actually the last thing I'm going to add because it's all cooked. I am going to saute the onions and then add the celery and mushrooms. My potatoes and carrots will be par cooked. So basically I'm going to do the exact same with the celery. Just kind of dice it up to whatever the knife slices through. Celery just always seems to finish off see, that one was really thick. I'm just going to go through that one again. Celery just really kind of always finishes off a family recipe for me. I don't know why. Maybe because my mom cooked with it for so long and with everything. I don't like cooked celery unless it's in like a casserole or something like that. Not that I don't like it, but I'm certainly not going to go out of my way to eat cooked celery. I don't put it in stir fries. I put it in stews, but I really chop it up. But onion, mandatory, and everything. Onion and mushrooms, bring it on. And it's just so easy to use up your leftovers when you get to make something like this. This will head into the... I'm making 2. So this is going to feed us tonight. I'll give the rest of the pie away. And then the other one will go in the freezer tomorrow. I'd love to see what you did with your turkey leftovers. Feel free to tag me on Instagram at MacDogMac or my webpage, justagirlandherkitchen.com. You can message me, or in YouTube, give me a follow. Follow me if you like my cooking. I need 4 cups of turkey. I have used the turkey breast. I used the dark meat and white meat to make my turkey soup. I'm really looking forward to this. I love turkey pot pie, but sometimes I do it mixed with brown meat and white meat. And there we have it. There is my turkey. I think that's about 4 cups. You can shred it, you can dice it, whatever you like. I'll kind of just sit here and break up a little bit of the bigger bits. Like this guy, oh, he already broke up anyway, but we are all set and ready to go. Let's go over the ingredients again. So there's 2 cups of peas, 4 cups of turkey, 3 tablespoons of flour, a tablespoon of poultry seasoning, a teaspoon of pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, half a teaspoon of thyme, a third of a cup of butter, 1 cup of carrots, 1 cup of cream, 2 cups of chicken broth, 3 small potatoes, 2 diced onions, 2 sticks of celery, 7 mushrooms. Those are optional. It's all optional, really. A turkey pot pie is a turkey pot pie. I am going to get all this into the pan now. Let's start our cook. So we're going to get our third of a cup of butter in there. I kind of combined my bowls, so all my spices are in the same bowl, and then I put my peas, carrots, and potatoes in the same bowl. I've put my broth and my milk cream, in the same container. I'm going to get this butter melted. I'm going to get my onions in there, and we'll start sauteing. I'm going to get the onions in there, get them sauteed up for probably like 3 minutes. Like 2-3 minutes. I'm just going to saute them until they're transparent. I'm actually going to add my celery in now, just to give it a little bit of a cook time before I start making my roux. There we go. So we'll leave this probably like 2-3 minutes again, so that the celery could loosen up a little bit, get cooked, and then carry on. I'd say they're kind of transparent enough. I'm going to add my mushrooms, get them a little bit more cooked. So I'll saute these up for another 3 minutes, and then it's definitely flour and seasoning time. Get our roux made. I normally add fresh garlic to mine as well, but I'm not doing that today because if you look on my page, you will see my garlic confit recipe. I am doing whipped garlic confit potatoes, so I just didn't want to overload us with too much garlic. But this is smelling amazing. I can't wait to get it put together. Here is my 3 tablespoons of flour. I'm going to add my spices as well. So I added everything to that. That's my poultry seasoning. That's my garlic powder, my onion powder, my pepper, my thyme. That's all going in there. Give it a little mix up, and let's cook this flour. I'll do this for probably 3 minutes. And then I will start whisking in my chicken broth and my Cremo. This is getting nice and thick. It smells so good. It smells like a turkey dinner because of poultry seasoning. It smells lovely. There we go. I am definitely good to add my chicken broth and Cremo. Bits at a time. Get it all mixed in. Get that flour working. It's already a little bit pasty. That's perfect. There. I am going to continue to keep whipping this. I'm slowly adding the cream and the chicken broth, and it smells absolutely delicious. There, all of the cream and the chicken broth is in there. I am going to stew this for maybe like 5 minutes, just let it all gel, mix together, let my flour get thicker, and then I'm going to add my potatoes, carrots, and peas, and then my turkey just before I put it into the oven. There, let's add the potatoes, carrots, and peas. Give that a good stir. Then I'll mix in the turkey, and then the last thing we have to do is get it into the pie shells. Into the oven, cook it 45 minutes, probably about 400. There's 4-ish cups of turkey. Once I put this into my pie shells, I will also do a sprinkle of flour on the top. Just always done that to make sure that it gets thick, stays thick. Another reason I like to par cook my veg is because then you don't have to bake the pie for so long, but you also don't have to worry about the change in the liquid, because the mushrooms would add a lot of liquid. And there we have it. So the filling is made. I have the filling here. I've got the 2 pie shells. I'm about to fill these up, put some tops on them, and get them into the oven. So we'll get these finished off. I have a little bit of flour. I'm just gonna do a little bit of a coating over the top. It just keeps it thick so you don't end up with a watery pie. That's ample. Do the same on the other one. There we go. Then I am using Tender Flake. Not that I'm advertising them, but that's the one I use. It's the one I like. I'm gonna flip this upside down. Get that out of there. You got the 2 sides. I generally like to use the pie side, but then I let it sit a minute so that you can squish it a little bit better over the top so it really fits over. If I do it now while it's still kind of a little bit frozen, it's gonna end up cracking on me. Like this one is definitely thawed. I could push it down. See how it's cracked a bit there, but that's okay because I can repair it together. Now I'm gonna mix up an egg wash of egg and water. So that's 1 egg in there with a tablespoon of water. This is to brush on the top to get that really nice golden brown. I kind of pushed the pie down and around the filling. Now I'm going to take my fork and just do that all the way around. Can you see that? Let's go this way. Do that all the way around on both of them. Then brush it and start the bake. And there we have it. The pies are all ready for the oven. The oven's on at 400 degrees. Put that in there for 30 minutes. I'll check after 20 and I'll show you what we get. And there's my pies. They baked at 400 for 35, 40 minutes. They look absolutely delicious and they smell amazing. There we have it. Turkey pot pie dinner. I'm just about to add the gravy and we're good to go.